I did make every effort to include the latest scientific studies. Please note though that research is constantly changing and one clinical trial cannot always cover diverse bodies and communities. Every body has their own individual genome and physiology. If you wish to deep dive into the topic, you can check out my sources and references posted in the description box below. In this presentation, what is Amla? Is Amla good for diabetes? What does science say? And what can you do if you already tried it all and followed many doctors and health gurus, but nothing worked? According to a study published in January 2014, it has been estimated that more than 470 million people worldwide will be pre-diabetic by 2030, and up to 70% of people with pre-diabetes will eventually develop diabetes. Also known as Indian gooseberry, Amla is a type of tree native to Asia. The fruit is yellowish-green in color and has a globular shape. It has a unique flavor often described as sour, bitter, and astringent. In an animal study published in the U.S. National Library of Medicine in April 2018, the administration of isolated quercetin extracted from Amla at a dose of 75 mg per kilogram body weight produced a maximum decrease of 14.78% in blood glucose levels in diabetic rats after 7 days of treatment. In another animal study published in April 2020, the researchers investigated the anti-diabetic effect of Amla against arsenic-induced metabolic disorder in mice. Chronic exposure to arsenic through drinking water and occupational exposure has been found to be associated with the diabetic symptoms. The studies show that Amla may offer protection against arsenic-induced hyperglycemia. Hyperglycemia is the technical term for high blood glucose, blood sugar. The hypoglycemic and antioxidant properties of Amla could be responsible for its protective efficacy. Amla contains an abundant amount of gallic acid, an antioxidant, and phenolic acid found in most plants in various amounts. In a study published in July 2020, treatment of Amla fruit juice and gallic acid in mice improved insulin sensitivity, reduced obesity, abridged elevated blood pressure, and declined cholesterol level. As for human studies, in a randomized, double-blind, crossover placebo-controlled study published in November 2019, 15 eligible healthy adult subjects were randomized to receive either Amla or placebo 500 mg per day during an 18-week study. It showed that the Amla intake showed significant improvements in glucose and lipid profiles. The researchers concluded that Amla supplementation showed acceptable palatability, improved endothelial functions, and reduced oxidative stress. By the way, before I continue, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Jera from the Philippines. I love learning about new things here on my channel. I share some information that I've learned from reading scientific journals and research articles that you may find interesting and are helpful. My favorite topics are related to health, skincare, personal development, dogs, and cats. If you're also a lover of learning, don't have extra time to read long scientific journals, let me do the research for you. Subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so that you can save time. Moving on, in a controlled clinical trial published in the U.S. National Library of Medicine in September 2011, 3 weeks of Amla fruit powder supplementation reduced blood glucose levels in 12 healthy people and 12 diabetics. Although more high-quality human studies are needed based on the said animal and human studies, Amla may play a role in preventing and treating type 2 diabetes. Remember that people respond differently to diets and supplements because everyone has a unique DNA. What works for some people may not necessarily work for everyone. If you already tried it all and followed many doctors and health gurus, but nothing worked, you may find the answer by doing some digging into your genes. If you want to get to the root cause of some of your health issues, the first step is to find your problem genes. Taking personalized supplements based on your DNA may also help, and Self-Decode can help you with that. Self-Decode provides personalized health recommendations based on a combination of your DNA, labs, and environmental factors. To me, Self-Decode is the most accurate DNA health kit on the market because they are able to analyze millions of genetic variants at once instead of a few dozen hand-picked variants. They are the only company in the world that directly provides you with a holistic set of accurate health recommendations based on your genes so that you can take charge of your own healthcare with data-driven precision health decisions. To learn more, click on the link in the description box below. If you've learned something you didn't know before watching this presentation, please give this video a like. If science-based content on health and beauty is also your cup of tea, please consider subscribing. I appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next presentation.